how your mother felt when you took this journey, the journey you took from being 19 and you travelled the world and you gave up Judaism, I suppose. I mean, I don't know, how does your family feel?
The whole book's about that.
I know it is. I know it is, but I've only got a quarter of the way through yet, so I just need a little bit.
I'll give you a really
little
concise synopsis.
Okay.
At least I hope that's how it comes out. What can I say? I have many regrets as far as my teenage insensitivity. I can't blame being a teenager. But even our mistakes are oftentimes very growing experiences. But when I left America at 19 in the summer, I told my mother and father that I will be back for the next semester of college after 2.5 months. They didn't want me to go. But in the 1960s, that was a detail that we didn't pay much attention to. But I promised I would be back for school. 2.5 months passed. Six weeks, 7 weeks, 8 weeks, 9 weeks, about 10 weeks later, they had no way to communicate with me. The last time I talked to them was at a British phone booth at Piccadilly Circus. You know what one of my biggest transformations was? I was sitting in Trafalgar Square, and I was so torn between what the society of the counterculture and everybody else expected of me, and this calling in my heart. And then I went into the St. Martin's of the Fields, and I sat and prayed and prayed and prayed for direction, and then I opened a Bible that was sitting right there in front of me. And I prayed, give me directions, Lord. And I remember the words that were right in front of my eyes. Come out from among men and be separate. So I decided, I'm just going to follow my heart. Oh God, what that did to my parents. Finally, after almost a month of not hearing anything from me, and beyond school already started and I wasn't there, they got a letter which said, I'm no longer with my friend Gary, I'm all alone now. And I decided I'm going to travel overland to India in search of truth. I've been seeing life through the windows of a Western person. Now I want to see the values and the passions of the people of the East. What greater education could be there than this? I'm hitchhiking to India. They received that letter. It was postmarked Iran. There was no return address. And they got a couple letters from me in Afghanistan, and then some letters of how I thought they would think I was so courageous and cool when I wrote to them that I'm living in the jungles of the Himalayas in a cave. They didn't think I was cool at all. They were absolutely in distress. They were worrying their hearts out. And I never believed that I left Judaism. I was trying to find God, which I believe was what Judaism is and what Christianity is. I was trying to find that connection in my own way. I never wanted to betray anyone or leave anyone. I just wanted to find what I needed to find in my life. And eventually, the bell is ringing to vote or something. Yeah, thank you so much. Eventually, when I came home, I was following this bhakti path of devotion. I was a culture shock for them. They were a culture shock for me. But something very beautiful happened. I loved them and respected them for who they were, even though they were so different. And I really didn't believe a lot of things that they did, and they were the same thing for me. And after the shock of the differences, they actually opened their hearts and minds to understand the values of my life and my people. And they were coming to India. And they fell in love with everything. In fact, my brother's Jewish. He married a Catholic girl, and they were just trying to decide where to either bless or baptize their children. And my mother and father said, "Your brother's a Swami. Let him do it in a Krishna temple." And all their grandchildren, I was doing the blessings. And when my mother passed away about 5 years ago, it was her wish and the wish of the whole family to do something that was, to me, it was inconceivable because I had nothing to do with the decision. That they cremate her body and give me the ashes to bring to India because she loved what we do so much. I hope that answers your question.